beliefs are very, very different to my beliefs.
Yes.
Which is obviously okay, just where did your beliefs come from? Why do you believe in them?
Well, it started off as a Catholic. I think you come to the world with the decision what you want to do. I mean, I'm going to go weird again. I think we plan because we know what we need to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So I came here looking and thinking that spirituality was at a church, and spirituality is in people. And so I'm sort of searching about where the spirituality is. If it isn't about someone telling me what to do, it must be about me doing the best I can for everyone else and with everyone else. So I just started reading things. I thought, I wonder if you die, who the hell can tell me what that is? And then you get near-death experiences people talk about. And then you go to, years ago, we used to go to a spiritualist church. And there used to be someone called Doris Stokes who was amazing at the stuff. So you go to things and you pick out people who might have a clue of what they're talking about. Yeah. And if that's the case, then where are they getting it from? And does that mean, therefore, I'm not just a physical body? There's a little bit of me that is connected to something else. Mm-hmm. And if I'm energy, and energy does not die, it just changes its form, then why not? Can't I become spirit? Mm-hmm. Why can't I then plan my next understanding and come back again? Which means I'd have to choose my mum, my dad, the storyline, etc. So it's just, I think it's also part of I'm taking responsibility. I'm not an accident. God, or whatever you believe in, is absolutely there. And why wouldn't that energy want to help me? Mm-hmm. And if helping me is understanding and being more like a guru, being more like even Gandhi, or being like someone who's kind or helps, then that's what they'd want for you. I'll shut up in a minute and let you talk.
No, I feel with me, especially from what I know, and very limited knowledge on reincarnation and Buddhism and that kind of belief. The Buddhist belief, I believe, we're on this planet, we've been on this planet previously, or been in this world previously, and the things which happen in this world, in our lives currently, are a result of the previous life.
Right, you're doing the karmic bit.
Is that?
Yeah. No, I mean, I prefer to be thought of in the Buddhist terms, but I don't follow a doctrine that tells me what. I'm just trying to work it out. And I think the Buddha, someone gave me a book, a lady next door had a book sale, and I just read a few bits, and what that person was saying was no one can do it for you. And I can't tell you how to do it because I don't know you. I don't know what your experiences are, what you choose to learn. All I can do is say, leave it open. You do the best you can, as long as you're not hurting anyone, and as long as you're learning the lesson I think we are personally chosen to come to learn, there isn't anything else to worry about. I mean, I think the Buddhist thing presumes that kindness, honesty, integrity are natural. That's all.
Yeah.
You can't come from, get him and all that sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. So, and I don't believe it. I think it feels right to me.
Yeah.
So if I believe it means it's something out there, but it just feels right. And to see a child smile and know you've made them smile, it's huge. And it feeds you. And all of that, it's gone. It just feels right somehow. And why would your mum, your dad, my mum, my dad die and that's it? I don't see it.
I get that.
The energy that is them, the kindness, the love that is them, must continue. Otherwise, what's the point of building the thing up in the first place? And I was talking to someone the other day, of a youngster who said they wanted to do a certain job. And I said, well, where did that come from? She said, no, I knew from an early age. Well, okay, so where does that come from?
That's what I was going to say, is that there are personality traits which can come out of children at like 2 years old, 1 year old, which aren't inherited traits from parents. Yes. And you were like, whoa, like, where the hell did that come from? How? Because I feel like a lot of people, obviously, you're going to be a lot like your parents to an extent, unless you have like horrific parents. But like, if you live in a good family, chances are you're going to be relatively similar, like maybe the same comedy,
yes,
or
absolutely,
the same jokes, or some sort of personality traits will be the same, but we are all different in a certain way.
Yes.
You know, my music taste is completely different to my parents, and our beliefs are slightly different in certain aspects, and that's completely okay.
Of
I mean,
course.
you know, I don't think we hurt people with what we believe in and stuff, which is, for me, kind of all that matters, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always found that quite interesting, because you do see it. I mean, like, the job which I'm at currently, you see, like, I work with young children, like doing coaching and stuff, and you can see they're all completely different people, and people who are different to their parents as well.
Yes.
Like, obviously, it's hard to see when they're like 2 years old, but the ones which I do when they're like under 5s or under 6s, you can tell that they are their own person, like, already.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like, where on earth has that come from? Like, how are you already an individual?
Yes.
Even though you've barely learned anything, and you've barely experienced anything. It is quite an interesting thing when you break it down, especially, that maybe it is real. And I feel like with me, I like the idea of reincarnation a lot, but I still think that nothing happens.
Okay.
I think, me personally, I still think nothing happens, but I do really like the idea of reincarnation. I like the idea of us being here for certain reasons, and for us to learn lessons in certain things. But I'm still unsure. But again, I'm only 17. I could research it for myself. I haven't done any research on it, so obviously, you know, this is coming from a naive sort of perspective.
But it's interesting that people who've had the hardest lives, and I don't mean you have to have a hard life, are the people that suddenly want to investigate that I'm not just a physical body, there's more here.
Yeah.
So it's as if the extension, it's easier to say, well, I'm here and I die, end of story. And okay, the church is taking it on, oh, you've got to do what we say, otherwise you're a naughty person, and you go to a place called hell. So it's all control in the end.
Well, that's the thing, I think, with Buddhism, which I quite like, is that you look at Christianity and you look at Islam, and this isn't me, like, throwing them under the bus or anything. I'm not discrediting them at all.
No.
Is that they have certain rules which you must follow, or else you don't go to heaven, or
whatever
the equivalent of.
Yeah.
And I think with Buddhism, obviously there are certain things which you should do, but I think that's just kind of the morally correct thing to do, kind of within society anyway.
Yeah.
So, but the most important part of it is that it's your journey, it's your story,
and nothing to do with anyone else.
It's your thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of why, like, I'm not religious, but I feel like if I was to pick a religion, I would probably lean more towards kind of Buddhism and spirituality as opposed to like Christianity.
You'd move towards open-mindedness, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And if you're like you are, then it's fine. And it's nothing to do with me. I can't. It's like my husband's parents, bless them, because they were both. Dad was more a maker, a doer, a driver. They've sent him to a school where he learned all of that. Now, he's dyspraxic, but it's not their fault, because all we live in is our own mind. So therefore, we presume everybody's the same as us. They all think the way we think. So the parents do most parents do, not all, what they thought would have been best for them. So therefore, it must be best for my child.
So I guess another almost important aspect of life is to experience things.
Oh, it's everything.
Probably the most important part of it is actually going out and doing stuff, because whether they go right or wrong, there are lessons weaved in between every single little thing which you do.
Often choosing what you want to learn and being given what you're going to learn is more, when it creeps up and bites you in the bum, and then you say, what's this about? Then fair enough. Yeah. That's more learning than I'll cut myself with a razor blade and see what happens. And not literally, but that setup thing. It's easier when you've set it up, because you've already worked out what the answer to that is going to be.
Yeah, more of a natural thing as
more
opposed
an
to
act,
like a
isn't it? Than
action. Yeah. No, yeah, that makes that. Yeah. No, I get.
So
that,
as if something happens to you, I mean, always the first question is what's it telling me? You know, when I lost that needle, why am I losing things? I'm telling myself something, but I'm not hearing the answer.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that. So, but you know, it's easier when I say I think there's a reason for everything, because then the answer's also there.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I was going to
If you
say it
combine
seems like a nicer way to kind of view life as opposed to just, oh, nothing's going my way.
Yes,
and stuff like
yeah.
that.
It's just, I think we know who we are, don't we?
Yeah.
I mean, I was lazy. I did, you know, but I left school, and then realised, what the hell, I want to be a PE teacher. So I'm going back to. As I went back to school.
Yeah.
So in doing that, I have set up the mindset, I'm going to do this. So whether I was capable or not is irrelevant. I'll have a go at it.
Yeah.
So you set your own tasks up, don't you, and you do them. So
I think so, yeah.